The future of the $900 million Ruataniwha water storage project in Hawke's Bay looks increasingly doubtful following the resignation of another key player in the dam's development. Checkpoint revealed last night that Andrew Newman had resigned from his role as Chief Executive of the Hawke's Bay Regional Council just 4 months into his 2-year contract. A new council was elected the same month as he took up the job. And as Peter Fowler reports, a majority of councillors now oppose the controversial project.
About $20 million of ratepayer and taxpayer money has already been spent on developing the Ruataniwha irrigation project. A definitive decision on its future will be made by a new Hawke's Bay Regional Council, elected last year, which has already placed a moratorium on dam development. A majority of councillors oppose the project. Mr Newman, who refused to be interviewed, says in a statement he is stepping aside to enable the council to take whatever direction it sees as prudent, with the support of a refreshed executive team. The chairman of the council, Rex Graham, says Mr Newman has had to deal with some tough issues, but his resignation won't impact on the final decision.
We are in an independent inquiry. We've got a lot of really good people looking at the numbers and the issues. We've formed a special committee which is very balanced. It has people from the Greens Party in it, has hardcore farmers in it, and we're expecting a decision on time around that, and I don't think Andrew's departure will have any influence at all on that.
Rex Graham says he still puts the odds of the Ruataniwha dam going ahead at 50-50. A councillor and dam supporter, Fenton Wilson, is optimistic it will go ahead despite Andrew Newman's departure. Mr Wilson says the news is still sinking in.
Chief executives come and go, councillors come and go. He set it up pretty well though. I mean, the scheme, even though we're having a review of everything at the moment, the scheme really is turnkey ready, so other than the land swap. So he's done a great job. He's led a good team, good solid team, wish him well in the future.
Fenton Wilson says Andrew Newman has got the dam project to the point where it's ready to be approved, which is a great achievement. One of the councillors elected on an anti-dam ticket, Paul Bailey, says it would have been a challenge for Mr Newman to stay on as Chief Executive. Mr Bailey says ultimately councillors will decide if the dam goes ahead.
Like everyone else, I'm awaiting the outcome of the review, and I'll make a decision based on the outcome of that. At the end of the day, that's for a new CEO, that decision is going to be out there. It's not up to them to make that decision. That's up to the 9 councillors around the table, and obviously the Supreme Court to make their decision.
Next week, the Supreme Court will hold a hearing to decide if protected conservation land can be deregistered so the land can be used for the dam. Mr Newman's resignation comes after the chair of the council's development company, HBRIC, and another key driver of the dam project, Andy Pearce, quit in November. In Napier, for Checkpoint, this is Peter Fowler.